Go then. Hello. I'm gonna be eating dinner. Oh. I just made dinner, so I'm gonna be eating that, and then I have some wine, and I'll sip wine and tell some stories. Hopefully my eating isn't too loud because I'm eating hard shell tacos, but we'll see. I forgot a napkin. Hello. Welcome, welcome. So I'm just eating this taco. Actually, I have two, but there's like beans, lettuce, and cheese, sour cream. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be loud. Not bad. Hold on just a second. Let me get something. I swear I'm gonna spill this wine at some point. So is this your first live with me? Hey! How are you doing? I'm sitting here eating my dinner, tacos, and then I have some wine that I'm going to be drinking later. Yeah, I know. I was busy throughout the day, and so I didn't know when I would do a live, and then I was thinking like maybe I shouldn't because it started getting late, but then I was like, I said that I'm going to be doing it every Saturday, and so why not? So I did my makeup, put on some earrings, did my hair, but I'm still in like PJs. Not much. I did some studying today. Worked on a project and then did this, but that took up like all day. Although I did wake up at like 11:30, so had a late start again. This is such a mess. I'm not taking any classes, I'm just studying languages on my own. For fun. So that's pretty much like what I spend most of my time doing. Yeah. Do people like, or do you guys like mukbang videos? I kind of enjoy them. Like when I'm eating something and seeing someone else eat at the same time makes me feel more satisfied in a way. Might sound weird, but yeah. Since it is later at night, I'm probably not going to stay on too long. Oh yeah, I feel like watching them makes me want to eat more though, which is why I watch them while I eat. I don't think I could do that on a diet. I said I would come back with some more videos, or not videos, more stories on today's live stream, but I can't think of any right now. Trying to think of the stories I've already told so that I don't tell them again. No, what's going on Twitter? I'm not on Twitter that much. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Did he die? Or is it just still the fact that he's like in critical condition or whatever? Yeah. I feel like even if he dies, they're gonna try to like keep it quiet for a while before they absolutely like can't help but to share the news. But I woke up this morning and I went on Twitter and it said that he was dead, like that was trending or something, but he's not actually dead, I don't think. We'll see. That's wild though, because he's only in his 30s, which I thought he was a lot older, but yeah. This is such a mess. No, what happened? What happened with them? There's been a lot of weird stuff going on. Oh, I've got hot sauce. my gosh. Whoa. She threw her cat? Like, the boob thing is one thing, but throwing her cat? People are wild. People are crazy. This is my first time wearing fake lashes, so it feels really weird. I'm not used to it. I don't know how I feel about how they look on my face either. Yeah, send it to me. I gotta see that. If you send it to me right now, I'll react to it. Right now. Are you serious? That's terrible. Oh my god, I just saw this video of this pig that got into moonshine that had been poured out and it was drunk. And it was just laying there, and so the guy came over and started like trying to help it up, and it just rolled down the hill. It was so funny. Like, I feel bad that it was drunk because like it's a pig, but just to see this fat little thing rolling down a hill with its little stick legs, so funny. Okay, I'll be waiting for it. It feels awkward eating on screen, but whatever. What? Like, is this a recent thing? People, I swear, people just are insane, or they're just trying to get a reaction. Either way, they're still crazy. Is it gross that I'm eating on camera? Like, is that gross? Because I like watching mukbangs, but I don't know if you guys do. Okay, cool. Cam cheeseburger. I like that. Cool, cool. I'm dropping beans everywhere. For those of you that don't know, I'm eating a taco. I just need something in me before I start drinking my wine because I haven't had anything to eat since breakfast. Breakfast at 1 p.m. But I'm gonna drink some wine, feel nice and good so I can tell some stories. All right, let me check out this video. I'm scared.
Motherfuckers can't hold me down, my nigga. You can sit back and try to put your goddamn foot on my motherfucking throat all you want to. But as I prove time and time and time and time and time a fucking again, I will rise from the fucking ashes, motherfucker.
Bro.
7 times, motherfucker, and I'm still breathing.
Oh my god. He bit her so hard. She deserves it. Crazy. I hate people like that. I shouldn't say hate, but I do not like people like that. Hello. I don't know how people think they can do that on the internet and get away with it. Like, what? Yeah. Ooh. I'm good. How are you doing? I'm still hungry. Oh God. I just ate 2 tacos. And I still want some more food, but I'm not going downstairs to get any. Ooh. What else can I eat? I'm so hungry. Can you guys hear the TV in the background? Because my parents are watching something. Ooh, dessert. Okay, good. I don't have any dessert. I think I ate the last of the ice cream. I could make brownies. Should I do that? No, it's too loud downstairs. I can't go down there and make brownies. Oh, a milkshake. Excuse me. That sounds really good. I don't want to like get up and run downstairs to get something, but I might have to. I can take you along, I guess. Be like a little FaceTime type thing. I gotta find something to eat. Oh my God. No, there's no ice cream. Crap. Oh, Easter candy. Hockey. Okay, I got some stuff.
Honestly, you weren't that different.
I hope there were many unflattering angles just then. Crap. I got an assortment of candy that I could find. I think I have one final green tea Kit Kat. Yep. Might be melted. I got some green tea Pocky. Almost empty as well. And then my mom just went and bought a whole bunch more Easter candy. So these are the Cadbury mini egg things. No Reese's. I ate all of those actually. We had the eggs. This doesn't go with wine though. I need something that goes with wine. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Green tea Kit Kats. My favorite. I just had some lemon something Kit Kats and they were really good. They taste like lemon squares. But I love the green tea Kit Kats. Oh really? See, I'm the only one who does do those things. I feel that. I don't honestly drink often. Okay, I have a story. The first time I had a terrible drinking experience. So I've been drinking for a while. I drank underage, unfortunately, which you shouldn't do, obviously. But so what happened, what I'm about to tell you just happened like a month ago, right before we had to go into quarantine. So I was over at my friend's house, my friend's cousin's house, but I'm like cool with all of them. And there was quite a few of us there. I don't know how many. Anyway, we were drinking. My plan was not to get like super drunk or anything. I just wanted to like have a good time. So I'm trying to see if I can remember how this happened. Okay, I was drinking a little can of something, and I was thinking it was just like a little seltzer or something. I had 2 of those, and they were not seltzers. They had a much higher alcohol content than I knew about. And so I had 2 of those, and then when everyone got to the house, we all went into the kitchen and did shots. What did we do? Rum. We did shots of rum in solo cups. So we didn't have shot glasses, so we just kind of like measured it out, like eyeballed it. And I'm a lightweight anyway, so I should have just had my 1 shot, my 1 drink. I shouldn't have had 2 cans of that. Anyway, so we take the shot, go back into the living room, chill for a minute, and then by that time I'm already kind of like feeling it, not completely aware of what's going on. And I'm pretty sure, I actually forgot about this, but I'm pretty sure we did a drinking game. And because I remember being on the couch, and there were cups in front of us on the coffee table, and I think they filled it up with another shot or 2 of rum, and we did some drinking game where I ended up taking those shots. And gosh, this was like the worst night of my life. So after that, I'm chilling. Then I realize my heart is pounding. I'm like starting to sweat, but I'm also shaking like really bad, like chills. And I start having a mild panic attack. The people in there are smoking cigarettes. I don't think anyone was smoking weed, but I have asthma. And so all the air was just like, it felt suffocating. My stomach was starting to hurt. I just felt really, really bad all of a sudden. So my friend could see that I was obviously panicking, so she took me outside. We sat down for a minute, but it was freezing out there too, and I was still shaking, so she was like, let's get you back in the house. I'll tell them to stop smoking. Everyone did stop smoking, luckily. And we went back in the house, but I started feeling really bad again. I just needed fresh air. So we went into the backyard with, it was me, her, and this guy who was there. And I think it was the 3 of us that were probably the most drunk. But, so we're standing outside, and then all of a sudden, my stomach just squeezes, and I projectile everywhere outside, and it just doesn't stop. I keep doing it over and over again. And I have a major phobia of vomiting. I hate it because it takes everything out of me. It doesn't feel good. I'm bruised the next day. My abdomen is bruised from how hard everything has been squeezing to get everything out. And so in between the vomiting, I'm like screaming at my friend. I'm like, I hate this, I hate this, I hate vomiting, I don't like this at all. And then I would do it again. And so that went on for a little while. I don't actually know how long because my perception of time was off, but it felt like a long time. And then there was a bench right there, so once I was done, we just like sat down and I was catching my breath. My eyes were like, I was crying pretty much. And I felt that like I was okay like with my friend, but this guy that I don't even know was like standing there watching me do this whole thing. uh, it's funny in hindsight, but it was not funny at the time. And I had a large meal before going over there for this reason. And then even right before this, I had been eating a whole bunch of popcorn, so that's what I felt coming out, was all the kernels. Yeah, it was not pleasant at all. But after that, I went back inside and I started eating immediately. I felt good. After all that, I was like, this is great. It wasn't embarrassing at the time, but the next day I was thinking about it, I was like, oh man. But yeah, after that, sorry, I felt so much better. I felt hungry, so I started eating again. And then I was just able to like chill out, enjoy the feeling that I was feeling. But then the guy who was with us outside, he kept running to the bathroom getting sick. And then my friend who was with me was sitting on the couch and she asked for a bag and she started throwing up as well. And she had a harder time because she hadn't eaten anything. So it seemed like she was just heaving and maybe like a little bit of something was coming up. But I think she had the worst time because that kept happening for her. Like the rest of the night until I left. But yeah, I was like, I'm never drinking again. But here I am. I'm gonna take it slow this time. Yeah, anyway, so I had my dad's car for some reason. I don't know if my car was in the shop at that time or what, but I had my dad's car, my dad's brand new car, and I was like, how am I gonna get home? My friend's boyfriend was coming to get her. He even said the next day that he could have taken me home, but neither one of us were thinking. So I ended up getting an Uber, which cost me money that I didn't need to spend to get home, because the next day my parents were like, if you would have called, we would have just picked you up, even though we would have initially been mad, because it was like 3 in the morning, I think. 3 or 4 in the morning when I finally decided to go home. But yeah, so that's my little story, the worst night of my life. Yeah, I'm more careful now, I think. Yeah, it seemed to be contagious to only the people that were in the backyard at the same time. Is that who I think it is? Joseph Maxwell? Is that you? Or is it just someone else with that name? Let me think. I feel like, I don't know. Oh, hey, how are you doing? I don't know if I have any more good stories like that. Yeah. It sucks so bad. And what's crazy is I had been drinking, like I drank 2 water bottles of water and like before all that happened, so I thought I was like in the clear. I thought that should be helping me sober up a bit, and it didn't at all. I'm doing pretty good. I've been busy, keeping busy. I don't know if I should tell this other story. I don't know if my stories are interesting. Like that one obviously is kind of wild, but yeah, I don't know. Dang, there's like no Pocky left in here. Just these little pieces. My dog wants to come in, but then I close the door and she wants out, and then she wants in. So annoying. I think this is stale. Yeah, animals are crazy. They don't know what they want. I want a cat so bad. Oh, I just had an idea. I'm so allergic to cats though. Like really bad. But I want a hairless cat, even if I'm like allergic to the dander still, or the saliva. I still want one. Oh. I've never actually been around kittens, I just realized. I've been around like adult cats. Yes, hairless cats are adorable. People think they're ugly, but they're not. They're like little aliens. I want a hairless cat so bad. In my Sims game, I created an alien family and I gave them 2 hairless Sphinx cats. Honestly, low-key, high-key, I've been thinking about like shaving my head. I'm bald. I don't think I'd look good bald though. But I don't know. I don't like the idea of being attached to the physical body like my hair. And the fact that I'm so attached to it now makes me want to cut it off. Let me see. I can't cover it all. But yeah, I just had a dream the other night that I cut it off. That's what I want to do. I want to look like an alien, actually, not a queen. Yeah, my hair is already down to my lower back, and I cut it off in 2013. And between that time, I've cut a couple inches off. But when it's curly, it's like here. But I'm gonna keep it long for a while, but yeah. No, I definitely want to look like an alien. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out how to live stream The Sims. I don't know if I can do that on YouTube. But I'm gonna look into that because I have a blast on The Sims. I wish I was taller, because then if I was bald, I'd really look like an alien. Like a long, bald alien. Yeah, anyway, Sims. So I spent a lot of time on The Sims. Like I said, I had my alien family, but I stopped playing with them because they were getting annoying. Because the parents, they wouldn't parent their kids, and I made them family focused, or whatever it's called, family oriented. And I had to do all the work. I had to hire 2 nannies because they had a big house, and the parents were always just doing their own thing, always in the sauna. So I was tired of playing with them. So recently I made my house, which is so weird. I made my house, myself, and my dog. So it's kind of weird, like playing around in there. But like the reason I made my house was to figure out a furniture rearranging situation, but I haven't done that yet. I ended up just playing. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just really like aliens. Here's a fun little fact that I haven't told anyone, except for like my sister or my mom. When I was younger, I really hated going to school. So at night, I would sit outside and I would look at the stars and stuff. And then I would just like be praying that an alien would come abduct me in the middle of the night so I wouldn't have to go to school. But that was like my dream. It still low-key is. But I'm not in school anymore, so if they don't want to abduct me, that's okay, but I wouldn't mind. These are the things I think about when I'm alone. Why does it look so yellow? Did I really? I feel like that was a more recent thing, but I guess it's been something that I've thought about for a while. Do you guys believe in aliens? Because I 100% do. Oh, thank you. Someone in Canada, someone in, I don't know the branches or whatever, something in the defense? He was a high up person in the government, a certain branch of government in Canada, and he said, he confirmed that aliens exist. So I'm ready for them to come. I feel like with all the crazy stuff that's going on right now, it would not be surprising at all for aliens to like make themselves known within like this year or next year. I'm ready. Abduct me. I wanted to go to Area 51 so bad when they were doing that raid. I knew no one was like gonna take it seriously, but I still wanted to go so bad. I should have. I was living in Texas at the time. It would have been a shorter drive. Make a road trip out of it. Oh, hi! Brazil! I want to go there. Trying to think. What have I been doing recently? Are there any good new shows out? I can't remember anything that I've just watched. Oh, I just saw the Stanford Prison Experiment on Netflix. That was interesting because that's based on a true story. It's a movie. I finished Itaewon Class, which was really, really good. A lot of people were recommending it, so I checked it out. A lot of people also said they didn't care for the ending, but I felt satisfied with the ending. But I haven't seen whatever it's based off of, read whatever it's based off of. So maybe that's why people didn't like it. Ooh. I don't know. What have you guys been up to? Anything new? Any new skills you're learning? Just lazing around? I don't eat chicken, but that sounds good. I love anything spicy. I used to love like spicy chicken sandwiches. Sleeping, yeah. I finally like got my sleep schedule to like God, be decent. Like I woke up at 9:40 or something. And like that's the earliest I've been up this whole quarantine. And then that night I ended up staying up till 5 a.m. playing Sims. So that just totally ruined it. What do I like to eat? Everything. I'm pescatarian. Although I'm trying to be vegetarian. And possibly vegan. Trying to learn French. I want to learn French so bad because 2 of my sisters speak it. But it's so hard. And I'm learning 3 languages at the moment anyway, so French will be next once I feel satisfied with one of these that I can take a break. Yeah, fish. I like fish. I like sushi mainly, which is why I chose to be pescatarian rather than vegetarian. But now they're saying like all this stuff about how bad farm-raised fish is, and it's kind of hard to get fish from like the ocean or whatever. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep eating fish. We'll see. I don't, oof. Wine is not my favorite. Whatever my parents are watching, it's loud for me. Okay, here's a story. It's probably not entertaining or anything, but just until I think of something else. So my friend, the same friend that I was vomiting with, we go downtown Chicago quite a bit. And so this was last year. I don't know when this was. It was last year or late 2018. Anyway, we went downtown, got a room with some other people, a few friends, and went to a club, got some free bottle service. And me and her were both introverts, so we like having small company, being in comfortable places. The club was fun. I mean, it was kind of dead, but it was fun for what it was. So after that club, we decided to leave because it was kind of dead. And me and her cousin or her friend, we decided just to go back to the hotel room. And we ended up, I hope my mom doesn't see this. Well, Mom? Anyway, she knows. Anyway, we smoked downtown. It's like 3 a.m. There's no one out there. It is so cool being in a major city like Chicago, and walking around at night when the streets are completely empty. It's insane. So we were... Mom?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Dad said you called me.
Yeah, I was just seeing where you were.
You were seeing where I was?
Yeah, I thought you were standing outside the door.
No, we're watching The Crown.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Like, I'm grown, but I still fear my parents a bit. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, okay, we were walking downtown, like 3 a.m, dark, no cars, just the 3 of us, smoking. So we walked for about, I think it was a mile we were trying to get to the Bean, the Chicago Sky, what is it? What's the actual name called? It's the Sky Gate. So we're already like stoned out of our minds. The whole vibe of the city is like everything just was nice. It was a nice day. It was like 60 degrees, which is nice in downtown. So we get to the Bean. We're the only ones there. We're like, yes, we're gonna go to the Bean at 3 in the morning. We'll get our pictures. We'll just chill. And so we start walking, and then we see this security guard over there, and he starts yelling at us, and we can't hear what he's saying. And so we just keep walking closer, and he's like, "It's closed," and we're like, "Oh, okay." And so we turn around and walk that whole mile back to our hotel. And excuse me. Obviously, by the dates, you can tell that this was before weed was legal in Illinois. But yeah, that's what we did. Smoking downtown is honestly the best time ever. Because back even before it was legalized, like no one cared. You could smell weed like everywhere downtown. I never thought I would be telling my channel that I actually smoke, but here we are. A few sips into my wine, and I'm laying it all out there. That's not the only time I've done that, but yeah, there's one time I did it in broad daylight. Me and my other friend went downtown, and there's, by Buckingham Fountain, there's a garden area. And so we sat in that garden, and there was no one else in the garden, but there were people over at Buckingham Fountain, and there were people walking by, like, around the garden. So we're sitting there, we have this beautiful view of the city over here, and then the fountain is right over here, and then the lake is right in front of us. And we were just sitting there smoking, and then I looked down and there's like a dead rabbit by me, and that made me tweak. But yeah, good times. I miss those days. I want to go outside so bad. I want to go downtown so bad. But yeah. Yeah. Dead things in general are just, I hate, ugh. Like, no. There was a dead spider. So, like, in the door, like, above the handle where you would close the door, the part that would be inside the frame of the door, is that the right word? There was a dead spider already, like, crushed on it, and I freaked out. I hate anything dead. Like, I'm fine with a live spider, so long as it stays, like, to itself. But once something's dead, I'm just so creeped out by it, and it makes no sense, but that's how I am. Yeah. Oh, I think someone asked a question before. Do I have any TV show recommendations? Itaewon Class, if you're open-minded and into reading subtitles. In my opinion, it's worse than when this. Yeah. And no. The only thing I'm okay with being around that's dead is like when I put my dogs down. Like, I'll still stay with the body after that, but like that's it. Maybe a person. If someone in my family died, I'd probably be okay with that, but if I don't know you, or you're some gross little bug and you're dead, no. There's just something creepy about the fact that a body is there, but there's like nothing to it. It's just like a shell of something that was once alive. Anyway, shows that I recommend. Yeah, Itaewon Class, that's a good drama. It'll have you wanting to fight someone in the first episode. You'll be crying, angry, really happy, all at once. What else? Tiger King, if you want like a documentary about like crazy people. Hillbillies and stuff. Grace and Frankie, especially if you smoke or drink, watch that. That is like my all-time favorite show, possibly. Oh, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, that's on Amazon Prime. That's a really good show. I love that show. It's really aesthetically pleasing. Like, what year did that take place? The 50s, I think. 50s, 60s. So it has like that aesthetic. Really funny. It's a comedy. What else do I watch? Oh my god, The Midnight Gospel. That just came out on 4/20. So Sunday. I watched that whole thing. Really, really good. It's interesting because it's a podcast that has been animated over and given it like a storyline, kind of. So it's really trippy. It's like the creators of Adventure Time made it. So it's like Adventure Time on acid. It's insane. The visuals are insane. I'm gonna have to rewatch it just to process everything that they were talking about. It goes really deep into some anyway, it goes deep into crazy topics. Forget it. I'm over it. But yeah, that one, highly recommend. Really cool. Well done. Great topics. Cool if you're sober. Cool if you're on something. Yeah. Oh, thank you. It's actually pink, but it looks brown right now in this lighting. I wanted my earrings to match, which are also pink, but look kind of weird right now, but yeah. Thank you. I still have candy. Excuse me. So, who asked that? Anyway, if you guys watch any of those videos, let me know next week. Videos, shows, what am I saying? Oh, a Frosty. I would love a Frosty. I've been craving a Frosty for the... I have a donut in my room. I'm gonna go get that. Hold on just a second. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me go get my donut. Bro, I totally forgot I had this donut. I got it like 2 days ago. And then my dad ate a bite out of it thinking that it was for him. And then he decided to ask. And I was like, no, that's mine. So I like put it in a baggie and it's just a glazed donut. Just put it in a baggie and forgot about it in my room. Are you about to leave? Is that why you're saying that? I haven't watched SpongeBob in a minute. Since I've already said that I smoke weed, or I've smoked weed, past tense. I do have another story I could tell you about the first time I smoked, because that was crazy. Tiger King. Yeah. No, for real. Okay, so SpongeBob, that's why it reminded me of my first time getting high story, because that was something that happened with that. So I was in second semester of my freshman year, I think, or my sophomore year, or it was in the summer of my sophomore year. Anyway, doesn't matter. So my friend, the same girl that I threw up with, we were at her house. I would spend the night at her house a lot, and we would get up to like shenanigans. And so it was like 3 in the morning. We go out into her garage and start smoking. We had tried to smoke once before, and it didn't work. It didn't do anything. Like, we were just a little giggly, but it didn't feel like anything, which I've heard is common on your first try. But so this time we were sitting there, and I was like, this isn't gonna do anything. I'm like invincible. I can't get stoned or whatever. And like 10 minutes into passing our makeshift water bottle bong back and forth, I realized that I haven't been in my normal present mind, and I started freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in a dream. Oh my god, oh my god. And so I was like freaking her out kind of. And so she took a couple more hits and went inside. We went inside, and then after I got over like that initial like, what is this feeling? This, I don't like this. I don't feel like I'm in control. I started just like writing it out, and I was like, hey, this is kind of cool. And I remember like tripping up the stairs or something and thinking that was the funniest thing and just laughing my head off. And so then we go and lay on the couch in her basement, and we turn on SpongeBob. And I remember like I was freaking out. I was like, why does he look like that? And I thought it was so funny, like all his mannerisms and stuff. Like, it was so funny to me. And she was like, okay, see ya. She was the kind of person, like, okay, when I get high, I like want to get into deep conversations. I want to talk about something, I don't know, I like watching something funny. I get like really happy and giggly. But she's like the opposite. Like, she gets really chill, she's all quiet, she'll just want to like sit there and relax. So I'm like freaking out over the cartoon, and I'm constantly talking, and she's just laying on the couch like ignoring me. She probably fell asleep. I think she did fall asleep. But also, before falling asleep, she was like, make sure she's like, my grandpa is gonna come down. He leaves early in the morning to go to work. She said, do not talk to him if you're still awake. And I was like, all right, I got it. So I'm sitting there watching SpongeBob. She also had a Christmas tree up. So it must have been first semester of my sophomore year. There was a Christmas tree, and there were ornaments on it, and there was like I started seeing like weird shapes in it, and I started talking to the Christmas tree. Maybe was my weed laced? Cause that's weird. That's pretty weird. Anyway, so I was talking to the Christmas tree and the ornaments on the Christmas tree, and then there was this like drape over the closet, and it looked like the Grim Reaper, so I started talking to that. But yeah, so I guess I stayed up for a while, and eventually her grandpa did come downstairs, and she had told me not to talk to him, but I did say something, and I don't remember what it was. It was probably like, oh, are you leaving right now? But I don't actually remember what it was that I said to him. And then I was like, the next day, I was like, I think I did say something to your grandpa, but I don't remember what it was. But he never said anything about it to her, so we were in the clear. But yeah, that was my first time getting high, smoking weed. I prefer saying that than getting high. Donut. It doesn't taste good. It's old. Yes, I do. That's alright. I'm not going back downstairs just to microwave my donut. And I just took a sip of wine and then decided to bite into this. Big mistake. This dog, I swear. What else can I tell you? It seems like tonight's gonna be all like stoner stories. And I've got a lot of those, so. Kimchi, lay down. Yes, I do have on lashes. It's my second time wearing them. I just tried them out yesterday. Oh, this corner came up, I think. When am I ending the stream? I don't know. When I finish this donut, maybe. I never know when to end it. Should I end it? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, okay. Dog, lay down. Yeah, I think if you take long showers, then I don't know. But if you're a quick shower taker, I'll probably still be here. Yes, my whole life is an embarrassing moment. Let me think if I can think of something specifically. Okay, this randomly just came into my mind. It's not embarrassing, but oh no, cold showers. There's no way I could get in a cold shower. I'm cold-blooded, I swear to God. I would die in a cold shower. Okay, yeah, so this story just kind of popped into my head. Actually, it's personal. I don't know if I want to share it. Let me think of something. Embarrassing. I feel like anything and everything that I've done embarrassing, I've blocked it out of my memory, which is probably why I have a bad memory, because it's probably happened a lot. Embarrassing. I was just thinking about this like 2 days ago and I can't think of anything. Do you want to leave? You're so cute. Oh my God. Embarrassing. Alright. Peace, unless I'm still streaming. Embarrassing. Oh, I thought of something. Oh my gosh. It's not so much embarrassing as I just hated this moment. So this happened over the summer. I was living in Dallas at the time, so my sister and I would go to the farmer's market every like Saturday because we met these people, some vendors there who were selling vegan food. And they were also into some of the stuff that we were into, like spirituality stuff and whatnot. And so we would go and like chit chat with them for a minute, buy their food, support them, you know. So we were like, let's take our dogs this time. It's such a beautiful day. We're tired of leaving them in the apartment when we go to the farmer's market. And so my little dog and my sister's greyhound and the two of us got in the car, drove over to the farmer's market, got out, and it was packed that day. Now my dog, she's a little Chihuahua Terrier mix. she has some trauma, I guess, from before I adopted her. She's terrified of men. She's scared of most people, really. She doesn't like loud noises. Like if I'm to like pop my water bottle, like she just jumped. She gets so freaked out by everything. I'm sorry. I was just showing. It's okay. Yeah, so this was a bad idea already, but I didn't know it was gonna be this crowded. So I can see that she's getting more and more uncomfortable. And I was like, all right, let's just get the food and we'll go. We don't have to stay here all day. And I just decided to hold her the whole time. And oh my god, this was terrible. All of a sudden, I feel her pooping on me while I'm holding her. I think my arm was under her butt. So like I'm holding her like, I don't know if I can show you, but like this, like her butt's here and her upper body's here. And I just feel poop running down my arm and plopping onto the ground with tons of people all around us. It's concrete, not grass. And oh my gosh, I didn't know what to do. I had my hands full with her. I was about to get my food. And I felt bad because it was right by all the food. Like, people don't want to see this. Oh. Luckily, I had a bag on me, so I had my sister take... Oh my god, excuse me, sorry. I had my sister take my dog while I scooped up the poop into a bag and ran over to the trash can. I had smear on my arm. I was so grossed out. I just wanted to get out of there. I was like, oh, I can never show my face here again. But we got our food and we left really quickly. And I got in the car. I squirted hand sanitizer all over my arm, used some tissues to wipe it off. And then once I got home, I got right into the shower. So gross, oh my god. But yeah, that's the immediate embarrassing story that I can think of. I'm never taking her in a crowded public area again. My poor damaged dog. I don't know what happened to her in her previous living situation, but she is so broken. It's so sad because she's so sweet with me and my family, but I'm sure like people who have come over to my house probably hate her, think she's like a terribly behaved dog. But she's a little cuddle bug with me. How did she react when I first adopted her? Okay, let me just tell the story about her adoption because it was interesting. So I had just turned 18 and I was like, I want my own dog. I want this dog to follow me around the house instead of my mom because all of our dogs have always followed my mom around. I was like, this is gonna be my dog. I'm gonna pay for her adoption. Mine. And I was like, I want a poodle. We can do matching hairstyles since I got curly hair. We're gonna do matching hairstyles, whatever. So I was looking for a poodle and I found one the same day that I found her at a different place. And then I went to where she was and saw her and I was like, oh my god, that looks like just like the dog we just had to put down. And so I was like, let's just play with her just because. And she was so sweet and she seemed really loving and friendly. I didn't see any signs of like fear or any trauma. So I was like, I like her, let's get her. And I don't know if we got her the same day or the next day, but when I got her and I was like filling out the paperwork, I was holding her and a guy walked by, one of the workers, and she like started growling at him and I was like, oh, that's weird. But I didn't like think too much of it, which I should have. But yeah, she seemed totally fine when we were like playing with her and stuff. But I don't know. I don't get it. And then my dad wasn't living here at the time. But then when he moved back, it took her a long time to be like comfortable with him. Like it took like 6 months. I think that's like her period of time to be comfortable with a new person. But they had a little incident which probably made it more difficult for her to feel comfortable with him, where he was trying to get her into her cage to so he could go somewhere, and she was hiding and scared of him, and he was like trying to reach and grab her, and so she like bit him because she was cornered. But yeah, I don't know what her deal is. I feel bad, but like I wish she'd get it together. I want to have like people meet her and stuff and see how sweet she really is. It's been kind of stressful with her because like when we go to Oklahoma for Christmas to my grandparents' house, we've taken her with us, and it's a full house of like anywhere from like 15 to 25 people, and so she did not react well with that either, and so I'm sure my family hates her and probably doesn't want me bringing her around anymore, but like I kind of have to because she would not do well in boarding for the same reason of just not wanting to be around other people. Maybe, but like, hold on. She was brought in to the place where she was adopted from on a truck from Tennessee. They found her as a stray, I guess, and brought her up here for adoption. So I don't know if it was something that the workers did or if there was something that happened before she was picked up. It's really sad. And I've also taken her for training, but it was like a group training class, so she could not focus at all. She was too caught up with like all the other people around. Like she's fine with other dogs, like that wasn't the problem. It was the fact that they had their owners with them, and the trainer as well. After one of the classes, he tried to have like a private like session with her where he tried to get her to come to him since he was a guy, and just did not work out very well. Honestly, I should have quit those lessons because she didn't learn anything. And she was probably just too stressed anyway, which was not a good situation for her, and I feel bad for making her go through that. But I guess my mom had already paid for it or whatever. Yeah. Should I get more wine? I've already had one glass. I don't know. I wish I just had a bigger dinner so I wouldn't be snacking on all these sweets right now, but whatever. Excuse me. Was anyone here on my live where I did the painting drawing thing? Because I've kind of finished that picture that I did and I wanted to show it, because someone asked if I was going to post it or something and I didn't. Well, whatever. I feel like I had another story to tell. Okay. No, I'm not gonna tell that story. I feel like my life is so uneventful. That's why I have a hard time coming up with things to talk about. Stories to tell. Sorry, I got lost in a thought. Maybe I should just end it here. Can't think of anything else proper to say. Yeah, it's been 77 minutes already, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I do this every Saturday. Make sure your notification bell is turned on because I post on the community tab telling you what time that I will be live streaming. Sometimes I do polls on there as well. So yeah, notification bell and subscribe. I hope you have a good night too. Thank you. Thanks for coming. You can also follow me on Instagram at Marley_Ray because I post when I'm going to be going live on there as well, and I just post other things too that might be interesting to you. But yeah, thank you again, and I might have a video coming out tomorrow. We'll see. I haven't filmed the second half of that yet, but we'll see. I'm going to try to get it out tomorrow because I've been putting it off for a long time. Anyway, thank you again. Have a great night. Hopefully you all stay well, stay healthy, and I will see you next time.